which is subtraction and multiplication of what? Fraction. And kudos to you on finding that video on how to find the LCM of numbers. Now we move to multiplication of fractions. Now the multiplication of fraction is different from how we did it in addition and subtraction. Essentially, in multiplication of fractions, you multiply the numerator by the numerator. Now if you have two fractions, you multiply both numerators and you multiply both denominators. There's no need looking for LCM here. Again, you don't have to look for LCM when you are multiplying fractions. So you multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by what? Denominator. So if we have this kind of fraction 2 all over 3 here, multiplying 4 over 5, what then becomes the answer? Since we are not looking for the LCM and it is numerator multiplying numerator, it's going to be 2 times 4, 2 times 4 all over what? 3 times 5. So we have 3 here times 5, and you already know the answer. So 2 times 4 is going to give us 8, correct? And 3 times 5 is going to give us 15. Very simple, very straightforward. You multiply the numerator by the numerator and you multiply denominator by what? Denominator. That is how you tackle multiplications of what? Fraction. So we take another example on multiplication of fractions. So the previous example was quite straightforward and we all understood it. So let's take another example and see how we can actually multiply fractions. And so we have this fraction 2 whole number, rather 2 all over, let's say 7 is a fraction, multiplying 1 all over 5. So like we all know, multiplication of fraction is numerator by numerator and denominator by what? Denominator. So the example we had before was just 2 fractions. Now let's make these to be 3 fractions and let's see what we have. So let's add another one here. Let's say 3 all over 4 or 3 all over 4. Yes, okay. So let's see, now we have 1 2 3 fractions. This is the same way, we use the same way to have the answer like we did. So 2 times 1 times 3. So let's go, we're going to have 2 times 1 times what? 3. That is what? The numerator, right? The new denominator we have 7 times 5 times 4. This is going to give us a large number, but that shouldn't be a problem. So 2 times 1 is going to give us 2. Let me draw a line here. 2 times 1 is going to give us 2, and 2 times 3 is going to give us 6. Correct? Good. So 7 times 5 is going to give us 35, and 35 times 4 is going to give us 140. Correct? Yeah. So this is the answer, but we cannot leave the answer in this form. We have to divide further. So if we divide further, we are going to have something common between 6 and 140 is 2. So 2 can divide 6, and 2 can also divide 140. So if 2 divides 6, we're going to have 3. And if 2 divides 70, we are going to have 70. So this becomes the answer to this example 2. Hopefully this one is clear, and you can continue with 5 fractions. No matter the amount of fractions you are given, apply the same method: numerator multiplying numerator and denominator multiplying denominator. That's how you find the result of fractions when they are to be multiplied.